Can you let Gibbo in?
I can't find him. Hang on. Can he request?
Gibbo, have you requested?
Press her off.
I need to find him now. Hang on. There's so many people in here.
Yeah.
I don't usually have this many people, and this is like for a bad reason, not a good reason. Can you all tap my screen while you're here, please?
I like it when me and Jade are singing. That's it.
Right. Guys, for one reason and one reason only, can I ask you all to tap my screen? Just tap the screen. There's a lot of people in here. I don't want my life taken down, triggered for anything. So can you please
interact?
Just keep tapping my screen. Sorry, Gibbo.
This isn't an agency issue. For the people who keep writing about agencies, this is a TikTok issue. Yeah. Agencies have a TikTok person designated to them. Okay.
Also, he wasn't managed by an agency. He was managed by TikTok.
So I will sit here and defend an agency if you're talking about it in that respect. In this situation, this person was managed by TikTok, not an agency.
Just like us. I am managed by TikTok. I've been managed by TikTok for 3 years now. So it's, you know.
So one thing I wanted to say is not long ago, we all went, well, quite a few of us went to a live creator day at the TikTok head office. And we mentioned about young children being on the app and more being put in place to support creators and to help the creators. And the response we got was, we're just a young app, we're still learning and we're still working on it.
They need to work harder and learn quicker, that's for sure.
Quicker. Yeah.
It was basically, we just got the response of, if you want to talk about it in private, we'll be here all day.
Agreed, Sean.
100% Sean.
Yes, Sean.
It basically, the response that we kind of got, it just kind of felt like they weren't really that bothered.
Yeah, because when you think of it in a business point of view, why fix something that isn't broken? That's how they think of it as.
The point is it's very broken. This app is getting more broken and more broken. And unless people start making the right decisions and start making the right kind of noise, which is why I made that video I made earlier, because something needs to be done about these things. So, I mean, I can sit there and I can shout it out, you know, till I'm blue in the face. I can make as much noise. I can release singles on it. It's not going to make a difference until everybody starts saying the same blooming thing. That's what it comes down to.
Also, the live side of TikTok is actually a smaller side to TikTok. You have to remember that the content side is huge on TikTok. So the live side probably still is in the process of learning what is appropriate for it, I suppose.
Well, I hope that this is just like a lesson learned and they just get a move on with things, you know. I'll be very angry at management if it's a response.
I think management are going to be running around tomorrow when they get into the office and see what's going on, because I in my head I don't think that management would know, because I don't think that they're that stupid to go and
I
tell
don't think they knew,
creators.
because honestly my manager is a sweetheart, lovely, so supportive, and I don't think she would tell us in the Discord to go support his last live if she knew.
I don't think any manager would want to take accountability for telling other creators to go and support someone that they know full well the full backstory behind. I don't think, especially
they may not know a full backstory. Well, at this point, we've got to be very careful about making assumptions about things that we don't have any facts about. Okay. So, we're going to have to see what happens tomorrow. I don't know. Tanya, I'll send you my number anyway. Nicole, you've got mine. Yeah. I just don't know. We'll have a chat tomorrow, and
yeah, we need to have a chat tomorrow. So I'm just gonna drop my kids off to school. If we do this as early as possible, as soon as they get into the office, that will be great. because it needs to be done. The account needs to go. The account needs to go tomorrow. Not, oh, we're working on it. It needs to go, because it's gonna just escalate to something really bad.
Yeah.
He said already he's doing it. It's happening now as we speak. So we need to make sure that the account's gone in the morning.
There needs to be some kind of control that gets put in place. I mean, if I don't know how to put it. It's apocalyptic. I haven't exactly got my whole kind of creative head right on now at the moment, because I'm just, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain how I am right now. Or
DJ, all I'm gonna say, DJ Percy and everybody in here, I don't need to support anybody.
I think regardless of supporting his family or anything like that, I think it's more about protecting your own communities, because you've all built your own communities, and that's the most important thing, to safeguard your community. There is a lot of vulnerable people on this app. A lot of people go onto this app to forget about things that are going on in their real life. So that's where obviously bigger creators like Lucy, Gibbo, Nicole, Tanya, you're all big creators. You have to be able to protect your community before thinking about anything else.
Hi guys, you're right. I just want to point out, I mean, I've gone to, I read about it, I've seen it, I've done it, I've been there, in a case of the other end of it. And there's a lot of victims out there that have gone through the same thing. I started writing down the points I wanted to make a post about, without naming the guy, without mentioning his name, but, you know, just everybody would have known him. He was a TikTok live pro star. And I pointed out like 8 points. I supported him. I gifted him. I subscribed to his live shows. I liked his lives. I paid to download his songs. You know, this is something I've done. I was abused as a kid, as a child, not as an adult or a fan who's gone to somebody's house. But it's for everybody. We're all victims in this, and nobody is mentioning his family, his victims, whether it's direct, indirect. I've just wrote a post out, and because it was 2 or 3 pages long, I got the first page. I've had to delete it. But all I'm saying is that there's other people to consider in this, and it's not just him or how we feel about him. There is other people to be considered, and please take that on board.
Yeah, I agree with that point. There are other people to be considered in this situation. That's why I'm saying, making assumptions, please, can we just hold back on that? And just think about the other people that are involved in this situation.
Exactly. And, you know, I'm not talking, I mean, yeah, the victim, she said no 107 times. And, you know, what's his parents feeling? What's his wife feeling? You know, what's that poor girl going to come into the world thinking? I really hope his family get left alone.
100%.
I really hope his mother and father, if they're still alive, siblings and what have you, are left alone, because he's done it, not them. Yeah. You know, he's created it, and I know for a fact victims can't move on from anything like this. And it's just one of them things that, whether directly or indirectly, but directly mainly, she will never move on. It will be a smell. It will be just something, you know, and it's just not worth it. And I think the quicker this is over, but TikTok do need to sort it out. They need to have people that are, you can prove anybody you like. I mean, this could have happened 6 months. It could have happened a year ago. As far as I'm concerned, people can come on the app today and committed a crime 40 years ago, and you're never going to trace them. And that's the thing. So I just think that, you know, there's a lot to be sorted out on TikTok, not just TikTok, other platforms, you know, the likes of, I'm not going to mention them because they're not worth mentioning, but other platforms as well. I mean, I've wrote to, I've emailed that his music is to be removed, and as to why and for whom, not because of like him or his family or anything. I mean, it needs to be removed for remembrance to other people, and that is all I'm going to say on it. So I think it's a debate, but I think the debate needs to be short and swift, and TikTok need to put their arse in gear.
I don't think it's more so a debate. I think it's more so like everyone's in shock. And
Yeah,
nobody knows
tell me about it. I'm shocked more than anybody. I mean, so, you know, once you listen to the guy and you were amazed by him, like Lucy. I mean, I download Lucy's and I tagged her in some of my posts with her music because I was inspired by what she'd done.
Yeah, I don't think there should be any kind of debate or something like that.
I thought it was brilliant. I thought his tunes were fine. Like I say, I downloaded them, paid for them. And, yeah, you know, I mean, I'm suffering with a personal terminal illness myself and I'm going through a lot. But this thing today has really, it set me back to when I was 6 and 7. And it's not what I want to think of. You know, Diadro's a different story. He's a kettle of fish. He's just nutty. But this guy, you know, any guys, any ladies have been in the same position. I'm just saying, but there's families to be considered. And we have to consider them. Thank you for letting me on, Tanya. I love your lives. Lucy, I love you to bits. And I'll speak to you again soon, guys.
Take care.
Thank you, mates. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah, what's up, mate? How are you?
I'm well.
Yeah, I just seen it on the For You page. It's absolutely disgusting.
It is.
I don't care what everybody says. There should be no kind of debate about it, man. This guy, in my opinion, he was a well-respected singer on here. You know, everybody loved the guy.
Everybody was aved by him.
Everybody loved the guy. I really liked his singing. I enjoyed him. I've sat in boxes with him plenty of times. Enjoyed it. But you just don't know people on this app. That's the point, isn't it? You know, anybody could be anybody, and you don't know what goes on in other people's lives or what they do behind closed doors, and that's the problem, and it's sick. That's my opinion.
It's actually quite sad because this is why I said it's affected us all, like genuine creators as well. It's affected everybody. It's affected the whole app as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what anybody says, now people that are watching from behind the screen will all doubt everybody they watch, which is, you know, justified. It's justified.
100%.
Me as a gifter, as a creator, I am myself now very cautious.
Yeah.
I literally got my mods literally checking profiles now when they're coming in to make sure that they're not underage or anything like that now.
Same, that's one thing I keep checking. I've already blocked somebody that had I'm 14 in their bio. I'm like, get out straight away. They gifted me as well. I'm like, no, get out.
It's just you never know who somebody like that is, you know, and that's the disgusting thing about this world is that, like, you can look at somebody that, like, especially like this guy that we're talking about now, he sits on lives with his family, you know, his beautiful family. And like I was saying, like, out of all the people that you would have thought that would do something this disgusting, he wouldn't be one of the people that I would have thought, you know, at all. But
100%.
you just don't know who people are.
That's none of us know why. None of us have the answer. So please let's not make an assumption about the wife or the child. I will not comment anything about the wife or the child on this app, because in the end of the day, I can only comment on that person and what I've read, but I cannot comment on a child that doesn't know nothing in this world. That's just like brought to this world. Like, let's not comment.
No, the family haven't done anything, have they? Well,
it is what it is. Nobody's speculating, it's the comments. We're not speculating anything. We've said that we don't want the child or the wife mentioned on here, so...
It's alright, it's one of my mods. They're trying to be helpful.
Oh, sorry, I thought somebody said stop speculating to thingy. I thought they're saying to me.
They're talking to the comments.
Okay, so let's just not talk about the wife.
no, that was my fault.
Wife is just as bad, simple as... Oh, hi, Ryan, my little brother. Why you? I thought you were alive. So it's nothing we can do. We just, like we said, we're going to talk tomorrow. Quite a few of us, we're going to talk tomorrow. And I cannot help the address is getting leaked. I don't know the address. I wouldn't leak anybody's personal information.
It's on the article.
Yeah, it's on the article.
It's on the article. It doesn't say the door number or anything, but I think
That's the
people
thing
just figured
about
it out.
like naming and shaming. Like the victim has the choice to kind of like name it when the sentence is made or not to name. She's obviously chosen to name him, and when they're named, half the address is given, so people know it's like the right person.
Yeah, you need, again, I'm just going to say there are other people involved around this. People need to think about that as well.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, like, there's a child.
Oh yeah.
There's a wife. There's a victim. There's victim's family. There's many other people that are involved in this, and what we're doing right now is dealing with the shock of this coming out. But that's where it's going to stop. We're here to keep the community together and move forward from this.
And support one another.
Yeah.
It's just you can't come up and choose it when you feel like it and get what you want, like a fucking spoiled child. So I am doing free readings. I do free readings every